Many words describe a Marine who has served his country in times of war and peace. But a Camp Pendleton staff sergeant is being called a fighter for a much different reason. 10 News anchor Kimberly Hunt shows us when he was faced with a potentially life-threatening illness, he proved why he's one of the few with iron determination to the core.
For 12 years, Staff Sergeant Clayton Tresca has been a Marine assigned to an elite unit out of Camp Pendleton, which he cannot talk about except to say he's an Iraq War veteran. Trained to be in peak physical condition, Tresca has always been a powerhouse. But in the summer of '08, Tresca received a diagnosis of cancer that would change his life and put his mettle to the test.
To defend the country and our country, and they're prepared emotionally and mentally to go do that job. When you're diagnosed with cancer, it just comes.
After a full round of chemotherapy, Tresca went back to his life and back to training for the Ironman triathlon in Hawaii this coming June.
And when I was going through chemotherapy, I would do crunches, I would do lunges, I would do, I would meditate, I would do yoga.
But last summer, doctors had bad news. Recurrent stage 4 testicular cancer. The diagnosis was terminal.
My concern was, what am I going to tell my family?
Tresca admits that's been the hardest part, but he chose to face this new battle like all the others. No thought of failure, no retreat.
Everyone thinks that just because you're diagnosed with a terminal illness or stage 4, that's it, you have no other options.
Tresca underwent experimental treatment at San Diego's UCSD Cancer Center. The treatment puts your body at the brink of death.
Right before your body's about to fail completely, they introduce the stem cells, and theoretically, your body's supposed to recover.
Throughout the brutal series of procedures, surgeries, and dialysis, Tresca trained from his hospital room, keeping his muscles worked with yoga and stretching. And he kept everyone around him positive and motivated toward the goal of the Ironman.
But the fact of the matter is that, I was building mental strength.
Even fellow Marines are blown away by his determination to fight.
I've never met anybody like him, ever, that would push so hard during such, trying times.
The treatment is over now, and Tresca is half his original body weight. His workouts are back up to 3 times a day, training for the triathlon's open water swim, the 50-mile bike ride, and the half marathon. 3 years ago, Clay was bench pressing 460 pounds, but it took a diagnosis of cancer to reveal his true strength of spirit. He's got 3 months to build his endurance for the 70-mile triathlon.
I don't think there's any question that he's going to make it.
Old friends are not surprised to see his power and weight returning faster than doctors thought possible.
I can dunk donuts, no problem. I could do that. How do you think I got on this last 30 pounds?
Tresca says it's the hardships in his life that have molded his character. But his response to hardship has attracted a following of people inspired by him to push themselves to be better and to triumph over all adversity.
Hundreds of people have joined Team Tresca, a foundation supporting cancer survivors. You can find details on our website, 10news.com, under the red TV button. And some big news. Since we shot our story, Tresca has been told by his doctors that his cancer is officially in remission.